Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. Let me tell you about a story how I messed up today. Yes, I recorded Space Engineers. A few hours ago I sat down and said, let me record Space Engineers. Let me try something. Let me record over a longer time and see what I can achieve and all that stuff. And I recorded 2 hours? 2 hours or so. And didn't press my video record button, so I had a lot of fantastic sound recorded. Yeah, let me show what happened. This happened. This happened. This happened. This happened. And this happened twice, kind of. I brought it up, and you can see that here. I used these thrusters to bring it up and stand it upright, anchor it to the ground here, and then for some reason the landing gears decided to explode. I thought that was a bug that was fixed. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be very fixed, in my opinion. They just broke off. This thing was anchored very well. It was anchored. There was no stress on it, nothing. And then it seems, and I was not here because this happened. I was not here when it exploded. I would like to have seen it. Somewhere there is my backpack. Somewhere there are holes in the ground because, as I told you, this happened. I was out gathering some resources. And while I was on the hunt for, not cobalt, for silver, I died. I was very, very damaged, and I thought maybe build a medical station. And for that I was on the hunt for the resources. That's what I wanted to do. And I died. And then I respawned in a lander, in this planetary lander here. I underestimated how big this thing is, and then I brought it back here. I had to find my stuff here. We have to do some things that I didn't do in the last recording. First thing is we will do this. I turned off all the other new from current position. I turned off all the other GPS points because I said, yeah, maybe it's not necessary to have them here while I'm on the planet. And I didn't do one for the base here, and then I had to fly this thing. This thing is in this poor condition because I had to strip it down. It is made for landing on the planet and not flying over the planet. I searched for around half an hour or so, or let's better say 45 minutes for the base here. And I oriented myself on the desert, that's somewhere there, and flew to all the lakes in the area. And I had to strip it down. I threw a lot of stuff that was in there away because I didn't want to bring home too much materials. But when I came back and saw that this thing capsized again and is now in a very poor state of repair, I said, no, that's okay. I can live with getting some materials. I don't know. I was a bit angry about that. So that's why I thought it would go away. And by the way, here you can see there were landing gears on this too. They exploded too. I don't know why. It's weird. So we are kind of at a point where I have to think, what do we do today? What I want to do is we will start to build a platform where we cannot bring that down, we will build a new one. I say we will try to build a new one, maybe a small ship that we can, where we will try to maybe be able to bring it in and out of the atmosphere. I want a ship that without hydrogen I can bring into the atmosphere and then maybe bring it out again to fly back to the moon. And so we need to dismantle this, build a new one. We will dismantle more of this in the near future and take materials from it. First thing we should do is grab some iron. If the G menu would go open, and we should put down some heavy blocks just so that we can build a new ship for us and don't destroy our armor here. Good, let me go out a bit, and then we build a small platform here where we will put that thing down. I'm building here in the ice. Maybe at one point it will be made into water. That would be amazing. But at the moment I think it's not going to happen. Okay, let me weld it up and then we start our new ship. So I already placed down the landing gear. I don't know what's happened there, but can you see that? It didn't anchor to the material below it. As far as I know, it does that, or is it only doing that in space and not when I'm on a planet? Maybe, I don't know. the landing gears are the landing gears are so off, so it doesn't really matter. Let me grab some stuff. I want to finish that and then activate the landing gear with the reactor here. So put some materials in there. We will have to have a reactor here anyways. So yeah, we will have to have a reactor in the end here anyways. So that we can, or that the ship is kind of started when we build with it. I could turn this here off. So what happened now? I don't understand that. Okay, let us bring this back. And then we start to dismantle this and transfer stuff over here so we can use that. There's a lot of very, very cool designs I saw for ships to fly in the atmosphere, and I definitely want to have something similar, kind of. Let's lock that. Is it locked now? It is locked. Good. Now we can work with it. Good. I want to have a wing shape, kind of. And so I will build up a bit and declare the top somewhere here. And then we will go forward a bit. Have it flat on top. Flat on top. This will be the middle axis, kind of. So we have some wings here. I shouldn't fly all the time. 5, 3, 4, 5. Do this and then anchor some atmospheric thrusters on the outside here, on the outside there. Maybe go 7. That could be even better. Go wide, why not? And so we have big atmospheric thrusters there. Maybe some atmospheric thrusters on the back. Maybe some big ones too. But by the way, it says this temporary ship, it will get removed after you leave the game or spawn in a new one. I left the game in the meantime, so it didn't despawn. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. We will have to see. But oh, maybe I have to put a bit more up there. Good. I need more of this. We will have to go a bit lightweight. A bit lightweight at least, because if we want it so that the ship can leave atmospheres, then we might want it not too heavy. Yeah, no, this is not good. I want my tools back. That's a thing I definitely need from the moon. My tools are gone, and I want them. I want them back. I did some. I had to dig for cobalt, and without a mighty drill, digging for cobalt is not very nice. The cockpit will be here. Let me stick that up there. We will use a fighter cockpit again. I like that more than the other one, so I told that to you already. It's so dumb that we built again another ship. But the kind of the experience of flying to the moon, from the moon to the planet, kind of told me that I really wouldn't have needed the hydrogen thrusters in the end, because if I have enough power in the atmospheric thrusters, then I think I could definitely land without hydrogen. What we need to know is if we have enough power to get out of the atmosphere without hydrogen. That might be a bit trickier in the end. So, but we need a ship to get around on the planet anyways. It's basically another scout ship to tell me, okay, here are locations where I can dig for ores. I want to have a bit of storage to be able to put away the ores in the end. That would be nice to have, and I can dig by hand. If I get my drill back, the good drill again, I can really dig by hand and can dig really good amounts of ores. The normal drill is too slow for that. It took a while. The cobalt is somewhere up there. There's a patch of cobalt. It just took too long to dig that out. And I really don't like that. Good. I will build some more here. Bring in the actual shape I want to have. And I will come back to you when I've done that. Wow! See that? I removed the oxygen generator from it. Now it's rolling downhill. I don't understand it. It's amazing. The whole thing is still borked. I'm not too happy with that. I'm not too happy with that. It stood upright. It was anchored. There was no problem. Good. Here you can see the thing taking shape. I didn't want to come back yet. I just wanted to work on this more and more. This was one thing that was pointed out to me when I built the lander here, that the atmospheric thrust, the oxygen generator can just go behind the cockpit, and I wanted to do that here so that I don't do the same mistake there again. Good. I will now start to really dismantle this thing and get rid of what we have here. Now it's broken. It's really broken. I will just remove that all. I cleaned up the ship here. It was more broken than I thought. There were internally there was stuff broken too. I don't know if it's from an explosion from the rolling down the hill or whatsoever. It was brokener, more broken than I thought. So I found these nicer slopes. I never used them, and I thought maybe it's a good idea to use them here. There's also sloped corners, if I can describe it that way. We'll take a look at that too. One thing I want to do here is get rid of this. And how much do I have there? 3. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, and get rid of this again and put in slopes there too. I want to have the wings, if we can call it that, to be not too fat, and the body relatively slim, kind of. Maybe that's even that could be too much. That is too much. I need to slim it down even more. Can I break this without losing? I can. Okay, 6, 6, and 7. So that's what I want. There should be a bit of a gap here, and then I want to kind of here have the body. This spine will be removed, maybe I will go, I will continue this to the front a bit more, and then add another slope here. It's so hard to explain that. It should have a bit the shape of an umbrella, kind of. So so this is the top, and then it slopes down here and slopes down here, slopes down here, and slopes down to the back too. So that everything that is below it will basically hang under this thing. It's hard to imagine. I will try to work on this more and more, and hopefully we can at least have a rough structure and then finish it over the week, and maybe make another test flight. This rocket was broken. I need another one. I want to go back to the moon as soon as possible. And hopefully we can achieve that with this ship. We will have to see it. Let me work a bit more, then come back to you, and then we might end the episode, because I think I'm running long. I'm not sure. I didn't really took a look at the time. So just a bit more work. Maybe I can finish it even. I don't know. I will just do my work here and then hopefully finish it, so that we can very, very early see where I'm coming from. So where this all leads to. I just had an idea, and I want to try that definitely. I'm not sure if you know Elvis, and I don't mean the singer with the weight problem in the end and the obsessive drug habit that it was later in his career. No, I mean the helicopter. There is a certain helicopter that is used as a crane, and it's similar, let's say it that way. It's also a bit of a kind of an arc shape with a cockpit in the front, and then a whole lot of nothing with the rotors on top and the backside, and in the middle there's basically a huge space where you can anchor stuff under it, and where there's a crane. They use it to build bridges, to transport trucks and all that stuff. Might be outdated by now. I think it's still used in firefighting, and I kind of get the idea to put some landing legs somewhere in the middle here, and have this thing to transport, don't know, maybe some, don't know, containers, or I'm always coming back to the containers, but or maybe even a car we could use to explore, or a car we could use to drill. I'm not sure. It's just an idea for now. For the future, I want to have landing legs below that, maybe a bit spaced out. One thing I definitely want is to have the landing legs so that I can walk below that thing and go to the container and do some stuff with it. You can see that I added the conveyors here to go to the front to the oxygen generator. I think I will incorporate the reactor somewhere here, and then I think I call it good for, not for now, but it's a bit front heavy. Maybe I will add some weight to the back to to straighten that out. We will see. Good people, I think I will stop for now. By the way, one thing just to tell you is I'm constantly flying over the ice here because I think it's water. I shouldn't step into the water. I will say that's not what's happening here. Good. I will leave with this for now, and in the meantime build a bit more, and hopefully on Wednesday I have more for you. I don't want to leave you hanging again and wait for a ship to finish it. Maybe we can do that on Wednesday. Fly that thing, see how we get it up into the atmosphere and maybe back to the moon. I just want to try that again. If that works, we will have to see. Good people, I think that's all for today. I hope you liked the episode anyways. By the way, if you want to have professional tips from me when it comes to recording, don't forget to press the record button. I'm constantly looking at my Hawborg here to see if it's recording. It is. So, good people. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.